Studio event, y'all.
Live in the studio, Game is here. We got a whole room full of amazing people. My studio audience, make some noise one time, y'all.
One time, whoa.
That 1992 album dropping in a couple weeks, man. October 7th. Game is here. What up, homie?
I'm chilling.
Game. That record that just went off, man.
Yeah.
It was chock full of bars. You said a lot of dope shit, like, as you always do. And then you start going in a little bit on Meek. So I want to hear from you. Because, there's the elephant in the room behind the drum kit. He's right there, so we're going to address that motherfucker. What started that whole rift, that beef between you two?
What happened was we was in the club, and it was Meek's first time back in L.A. since his whole house arrest, so he couldn't move. So what I did was, I was rocking with him for a minute. So I sent him a bottle of rosé, as a
Right.
welcome back, type of thing. And then I went over there and I told him, because that was my man. I told him, I said, lately in L.A., it's been getting robbed. I'm still censoring myself. Motherfuckers been getting robbed. And so I told him, motherfuckers been getting robbed out here. Like, niggas is, and niggas is really robbing niggas for their shit every day. It's happening. So I was like, watch your back, and before, leave a little bit earlier than, you might normally leave. So you can get the fuck out of here while, without niggas seeing or following or whatever. So him and Sean Kingston, they tables was next to each other. I don't really fuck with Sean Kingston like that, so I didn't have to warn him. Plus he R&B, niggas don't really, whatever. So anyway, Meek leaves the club, like an hour later, whatever, and then Sean Kingston got robbed. So he got robbed, knocked in the head, took his jewelry, they ran through his crew and whatnot, and so we left. And, I left, and later Sean Kingston called me like 15 minutes after that and was like, "Gang, that's fucked up. Meek told me that you set me up."
Wow.
He told me that you told him to leave the club early so you can get me.
Wow.
And I'm like,
That's not what happened.
that shit crazy. And so a lot of people were saying like, "Yo, where's the paperwork? Yo, this nigga didn't snitch on me and tell the feds that I have birds in my trunk. There's no paperwork for a club incident."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no paperwork. So before I left, police came to knock on my door. Detectives came to knock on my door and said, asking me questions and, asking me, was it somebody in my entourage? And, Sean and Meek told Sean, and Sean said that Meek told him that it was somebody in my entourage. I told detectives, man, get the fuck away from my house. Slammed the door, got on the plane.
Here
I'm
we
here.
are. Right.
But so I'm saying, the snitching, the ratting to me, it happened between Meek and Sean Kingston. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he went, put a wire on and went and got me 25 to life. It ain't that type of situation. It's just I privied you to what was going on in the city, and so you could cover your ass and just be aware. And then you went and turned that into some other shit, man.
So with that being said, because you guys had a mutual respect for one another, and obviously you sent them the bottle of rosé and all that, could you guys have situated that situation and squashed it and handled it a different way without it spilling out into...
If he ain't lie about it. So what happened was I got Meek on the phone, and I was like, "You told Sean that?" He was like, "I ain't tell that fat motherfucker nothing." So I said, "Hey, damn, that's a little key snitching too. My bad." No, I'm fucking with you. Nah, so he said, I ain't tell him nothing. So I said, "You know what? We gonna fix this. Call Sean Kingston on the three-way. It's Sean Kingston, me, Meek on the three-way." And, he going off on Sean Kingston. "I ain't tell you nothing." Sean Kingston saying, "Yes, you did. Yes, you did." And he's saying, "Motherfucker, you bitch ass nigga." So I just hung up the phone, man, because I'm like.
Right. We don't have time for that.
I can't, man. So after the detectives that came to my crib, I was like, "Yo, that's wild," but I still held it to myself. But then I got drunk, and you know how this Patron do. I got drunk in Miami one night. I'm in Miami, man, and you know what I'm saying, I'm partying, and I got drunk, and you tell the truth and it come out. So I grabbed a mic, and I'm like, out of nowhere, I'm like, "Fuck Meek Mill," and myself was like, "Hey, huh?"
Why'd you say that?
And then you know what I'm saying, and so from then I had to ride it out, and so that's what we doing. And so he said what he had to say. It was some memes and whatever. We got Instagrams, and so it went back and forth. And then he fucked up. He got my favorite beat of now, which is the Young M.A. beat.
Shout out to Young M.A. Make some noise for Young M.A. in this motherfucker.
Hey, I met Young M.A. last night. She hella cool.
Super
but
cool.
Yeah, I love that beat, right? I love that song. It reminds me of the Shmoney. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That beat, the Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah, shout out to the Smurters as well, GS9.
Both of them, man. Hold your head. So he jumped on that beat, and then he did the ultimate fuckery. He went and got beans
Right.
to help. So I got love for Beans. So when he did that, I was hurt, like genuinely hurt. I'm like, this fucked up. I fuck with Beans. Beans fuck with me. Beans, we rock. We've been in Cali together. We talk. I always look out and, you know, I call him, ask him how he doing. Like, that's Beanie Siegel.
Right.
Like, when I was a young nigga, like, that's
the
Matt,
Broad Street Bully.
Daddy,
That's Matt.
Young Scrappy.
Right.
No, he ain't the OG
OG
gangster. Yes, I is.
Don't touch that.
It's
Fireball
Beans.
shit like
I'm a fan. I'm like it's this fucking Beanie Siegel, and he on a record with Meek on some Philly shit, and he's saying LA only 3 hours away. And I was like, well, Beans, it's not. It's 5 hours away. Number one. And
you know, Beans been down for a minute. He might have forgot time transfer over.
I mean, nigga, unless they got a Philly in Texas, my nigga. So basically, Beans, I heard it and he said, don't make me come out of retirement. And now to me, I know Beanie work. I know he put in work in the streets. I know he a gangster and he do his shit. It's the Broad Street Bully. And he was scaring niggas on records like when I was in high school listening to them shits. So don't make me come out of retirement and LA only 3 hours away sounds like he'll come and fuck me. He's saying he'll fuck me up in LA. Right. So I said, I was in South Carolina. Ain't no studios in South Carolina. At least I couldn't find one. I was looking behind motherfucking farms and all kind of shit. I ain't find no studio.
They got in the back of the barn. They got them.
So I said, yo, I might have to cancel North Carolina so I can go to New York because I need to get off in the studio and get my shit off. The niggas is on my favorite beat, you know what I'm saying? And he got Beans on there, and I gotta air niggas out. So I went and did the North Carolina show, and I got halfway through the show, and I gotta apologize for the fans in North Carolina because even though I put on a great, like, I put on like a 2-hour show, which is a lot more than I get paid for, but I love it. I love doing it. The fans do it, but I cut it short because I had to get on a bus because I wanted to get to New York so I felt like the time,
right.
man.
You just like time is.
No, I had these fucking bars inside me. They wanted to get out.
We heard the bars.
I had the bars inside me. They was in my head, and I just had nowhere in fucking Carolina to get it off.
That's how they go.
I don't got J. Cole number no more. I don't know what he recorded in North Carolina, but I couldn't figure it out. So we got on the bus. I'm on the bus driver, motherfucking. I'm telling this nigga, drive. He like, I can only do 70. You're going to get me in trouble, game. I rock with you. So anyway, I made him do like 72. Right. But we got here in like.
Respectfully, 72.
We got here in like 9 hours. As soon, I'm talking about, I ain't getting no sleep. I dropped my shit off at the hotel. I ain't go upstairs. I went straight to Quad, and I start going in. I got like the first 12 bars in. I was like, we got some shit. We can put a little Kanye little skit right here. And after the Kanye skit, I'm fucking Beans off. And while I was writing it, while I was doing it, I felt bad the whole time. And I'm like, I don't want to do this to Beanie Siegel, but this nigga I'm about to smash this nigga. So I went in on Siegel, and then I just finished the whole shit. And then after it's done, it was about 8 o'clock in the morning. I had to be on Wendy Williams at 9. I still ain't took a fucking shower, so I had to have my assistant run somewhere to one of y'all stores that don't close like y'all eyes out this motherfucker.
we rolling.
And I got I put me together a little fit, went on Wendy, still no shower. Luckily ain't nobody sniff. And then we put the song out. By the time I got off Wendy, that shit was everywhere. Niggas was putting L's everywhere, and I was just making sure them shits wasn't on my page. And yeah, we got it in, man. And that shit is like one of when I did it, after I finished it and listened to it, and after it hit the internet, I felt when 300 bars dropped, and so I knew exactly what it was, and that nigga's done.
You live for this type of shit, game.
Niggas, you would think niggas understand that by now.
he's tried and true and tested and game proven. Don't fuck with game.
I don't think no like A-list rappers after this is going they not gonna do it.
Mark, we got that pest control over there? Let's do that. Let's get that. Let's
shit right here is fresh.
Let's get that going.
This shit fresh as fuck. This shit make me feel like I'm a brand new nigga that nobody never heard. And this shit fresh, nigga. I'm 36 with bars, nigga. I'm fucking this shit dope, man.
Game is here. It's Hip Hop Nation. We about to keep it rocking, man. You know how we do it.
I don't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
But
when
we come back after this, I'm gonna tell you a story about being 36.
Okay.
And like just a funny story to just tell people. Shit's funny as fuck.
We'll stay right here on the tour. That's it. We got a funny 36 story right after this.
One love, Jerome Bettis.
We live. Everybody else might not be live anymore. Shit just got severe. Tor Guide Torae. We got a studio audience in here. Make some motherfucking noise. And it's game time. Game is here. What's good, homie?
You know, I'm cooling.
You cooling now after that?
Yeah.
You straight now?
Yeah, man.
So let me ask you this, because we do have the story we're gonna get to about being 36. How do we rectify the situation? There's a lot going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? And you do a lot. I know you sat with Snoop and some of the LAPD, and you know, we trying to get to a place where, you know, we respecting our lives, and we respecting, and we looking for respect from everybody else. And we know how these situations get. You know what I'm saying? It's never usually the main artist. It's usually the entourage. It's usually somebody trying to come up, trying to get a chain or a bigger chain, or you know what I'm saying? Like, and these things can get out of hand. So what do we do to fix this?
I don't know what y'all do.
Game, what do you and Meek do to fix this, to keep it? You know, I mean, the sport of hip hop is amazing, and is built off of shit like this, you know, going back and forth on wax and all that. But people get in their feelings, and they see one too many memes, and then shit goes left.
I mean, you know, I really don't want it. I really don't want it to go there, because if it go there, I mean, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure he got niggas with him that's about it, and I got niggas with me that's about it. I don't really go to Philly that often. I haven't been to Philly in like 7 years.
Sidebar, you gonna be there tomorrow?
I'll be there tomorrow. Thing is that L.A., him and Nikki just bought a house in L.A. That's where I'm from. I could manipulate the streets if I want to. I'm getting phone calls, niggas asking me what I want them to do. I told them nothing. It ain't that. I want it to be a man to man, meet up with that dude and throw some hands. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what niggas do when it's man
shit.
It's man shit. Some women don't understand it. Some people don't understand it, and you don't have to understand it. And I'm not here to make you understand. I'm here to live my life exactly the way that I want to. There's a lot of people that say, oh, Game, you a hypocrite. One day you marching, you know, and you trying to do for peace, and now you beefing. Well, on that day, I felt like I needed to march for peace. On this day, I feel like this nigga tripping, and I got like I'm tripping.
Got it.
So I don't got to be Jesse Jackson for people. I don't got to do that. I don't have to be, a peace leader 100% of my life. I can be exactly what I want to be. I set good examples, and I set some fucked up ones. I'm human.
Sure
and if you put the magnifying glass on everyone who's ridiculing somebody else, there's inconsistencies in everybody's life. One day you wake up and just something as simple as changing your outfit 3 times before you go to work. Are you bipolar because you can't pick a color? No, you just human. You know what I'm saying? You're making decisions. I make decisions. Some of them are righteous, and some of them are not. Do I know that my decisions are fucked up when they fucked up? Yes, because I make them, and they're well thought out. If I make a fucked up decision, you like, oh, he tripping. I thought it out. It was strategic, and I said that we gonna fuck up today. And then I went and did it. And I don't gotta be the staple of shit for nobody. I just gotta be Game. And I get a lot more Game, I love what you're doing, than Game, I hate what you're doing. So I'm doing all right.
No doubt. Clap it up for that, man. Now we're gonna move off that motherfucking subject.
We show y'all how to be human.
Elephant is out of the room now. Tell me your funny story about being 36.
All right, so this funny shit. This shit don't have shit to do with shit, but this funny shit that I went through.
Special moment on Hip Hop
You see how many
Nation.
shits I'm throwing out here now that I know it's good? Yeah. So look, I'm like, what inspired me to be a rapper was Ether.
Okay.
When Ether came out, it was like 1999. I was freshman year in college, and yeah, nigga, it was gangbanging and still try to go to college. I tried it. You know what I'm saying? But
Give it a shot. Give the
old
college try.
So yeah, I was, Ether came out, and that was like everything. And the Takeover was good. Takeover was good, but Ether was like crazy, right? So in this one part when Nas says you 36 in a karate class. That shit like was one of them bars that I know Jay felt like shit.
How did he know?
Crazy. So anyway, I'm 36. It was like 2 months ago. I meet a chick, right?
That's how it usually
starts. She tell me we gonna go to like some hot yoga. I really like the chick, so I'm go to hot yoga. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to like figure it out. So I'm trying to support whatever it is that she want. And I know if I tell her we gonna go do this, we rocking with each other. I go to this yoga shit, and it's like a 3-hour class. It's more than yoga. So we do the hot ass yoga. I damn near die, pass out, on some Russell Simmons shit. Like I don't know how they got my legs crossed. I'm feeling like a pretzel on a fucking Twister game. So anyway, man, after the fucking hot yoga, this motherfucking jiu-jitsu motherfucker come in, and he's like, yeah, now it's time to work off that, you can't be tired, because yoga is like to relax you. Now, so they do some shit called Bikram yoga, and then after you work out and you just sweat out, and you sweat out all the toxins, fat, and all that shit. And so I get up and I'm ready, I'm amped, I'm doing all the jiu-jitsu shit to this music, this Pitbull that's playing Pitbull. That's how I know that Pitbull is winning. 'Cause this nigga, they playing Pitbull in elevators now, Target, and like in jiu-jitsu classes. That nigga get money. So yeah, halfway through this karate shit, I'm like, I'm 36 in a fucking karate class. This shit is... I left.
You had to roll out?
I'm out. I left. I ain't told nobody that story. I just wanted to share that shit. I got the fuck out of there. And yeah.
He didn't want to let Nas down, man.
Yeah, I left the chick too, and I talked to her twice after that, and we got into it over why I left, and she said that I didn't follow through, and so I was just like, I never told her why though.
Right.
But yeah, that shit, fuck it. I don't
she
like
listen to Hip Hop Nation.
Cool.
She got
yeah, I gotta find somebody new.
Now the album is coming 1992. October 14th is the date. What keeps you motivated to keep dropping, man? This is your 7th studio album. In between there, we don't have that much time, but you dropped The Streets of Compton. Yeah. You got the video game, Block Wars, and that music came with that. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going?
I just showed you. My kid, this nigga be texting pictures of what he needs.
Definitely needed the new Yeezys.
New Yeezys are coming out. I need the Yeezys. And stuff like that, man. Just my kids. I use my kids for motivation all the time. I don't even think they know. If I wake up in the morning, I look at them, and I can almost immediately turn around, walk out the door, and go find some money. That's just how it is. I love them, and I gotta take care of them. A lot of people say, well, you only got 18 years. No, kids be with you. Them niggas be needing shit for like when they 30.
Yeah, forever.
So Dad, my house just got foreclosed on. You got to be there for the long haul, man. So yeah, my kids, man, strictly that's my motivation.
No doubt, as it is mine, man. Now, before I let you go, because we did go over time a little bit, but it's all right, we're gonna figure that out. I read somewhere that you said, and I didn't see it yet, but I know that Benny Boom did an amazing job with All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
I'm a Brooklyn nigga though, so
and he directed the Tupac movie.
Right.
Coming.
You said that the Tupac movie makes the Biggie movie.
I'm gonna tell you what. Before you say
Before I finish,
I talked to Puff. He told me, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, he said, you're my friend. Don't do that. And you know what? When I said it in all honesty, and it really is a better movie, but the way that I said it was just,
it's one of those moments.
And I love Biggie to death, man. I mean, I love Biggie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Biggie is one of my favorite artists, man. It's said in a disrespectful thing. So on behalf of Puff and all the bottles of Ciroc he sent to my house for free, I gotta,
Yo, Puff, send a couple bottles this way, too.
Nope, you just try to bring it up.
No, I had to. I'm from Brooklyn.
You get an aqua hydrate.
How am I supposed to go back to Brooklyn if I don't bring it up, game?
No,
I got to be good.
Send him some aqua hydrate.
I drink that shit, too. I need water anyway. Listen, man, clap it up for Game.
Hey, man,
make sure y'all get out there. Y'all get that album, 1992, October 14th. Thank you for always coming through, my
always
G.
Love, man.
Always love, man. Anytime you got something, we roll the carpet out, we make it happen. We're going to get back into the music. It's Hip Hop Nation, your tour guide, straight hip-hop hits, period. Let's go.
Don't let them make y'all think I'm a bad guy, man. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy.
We just watching what you're doing out
That's
here,
Game. Man, watch me. I do some fucked up shit sometimes. What happened was we was in the club, and it was Meek first time back in LA since his whole house arrest, so he couldn't move. So what I did was I was rocking with him for a minute, so I sent him a bottle of rosé, as a welcome back, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. And then I went over there and I told him, you know what I'm saying, because that was my man. I told him, I said lately in LA, it's been getting rough.
Game, that record that just went off, man.
Yeah.
It was chock full of bars. You said a lot of dope shit, like, as you always do, and then you start going in a little bit on Meek. So I want to hear from you, because there's the elephant in the room behind the drum kit. He's right there, so we're gonna address that motherfucker. What started that whole rift, that beef between you two?
What?
Live in the studio, Game is here. We got a whole room full of amazing people. My studio audience, make some noise one time, y'all.
One time, whoa.
That 1992 album dropping in a couple weeks, man. October 7th. Game is here. What up, homie?
I'm chilling. So him and Sean Kingston, they tables was next to each other. I don't really fuck with Sean Kingston like that, so I didn't have to warn him. Plus, he R&B niggas don't really, whatever. So anyway, Meek leaves the club, you know what I'm saying, like an hour later, whatever. And then Sean Kingston got robbed. You know what I'm saying? So he got robbed, knocked in the head, took his jewelry, they ran through his crew and whatnot. And so we left. And, you know, I left. You know, I'm still censoring myself. Motherfuckers been getting robbed. And, yeah, so I told him motherfuckers been getting robbed out here. Like, niggas is, you know, and niggas is really robbing niggas for their shit every day. It's happening. So I was like, you know, watch your back. You know what I'm saying? And before, you know what I'm saying, leave a little bit earlier than, you know what I'm saying, you might normally leave. So you can get the fuck out of here while, you know, without niggas seeing or following or whatever.